And finally, what are your top 3 tips for our audience? So for people looking to upgrade their professional and personal performance within the executive space.
Oh man,
that's always the killer question. Everybody loves that one.
It is, and there's no way I don't want to say there's no way you can prepare for this, but I think it's one of those questions where you could ask me this every day of the year and I might give you 300 different answers. That just goes to show you our decisions really are based on how we feel. I think number one is develop that ability to flip the switch and say, I'm going to make this happen. Whatever it is or whatever this is, just cultivating that mindset. I was in a gym a couple of days ago and I overheard some people talking about seeing a Wim Hof video. And you could just hear it in their voice when they were talking about, this guy's amazing. He's so crazy. He stayed in an ice bath for 10 minutes. And, you could hear it in this person's voice that they didn't believe they could do that. And that crushes me when I hear somebody say that, or say it in that way. I could hear it in their voice that they knew they couldn't do it. Wim will tell you, you guys know, anybody who wants to be able to do that can do it. And I think that's the mindset side of things. So learning how to develop that ability, cultivate the ability to be able to flip that switch. From a performance side of things, I always feel like this is a cop-out when I say sleep, but it is this single biggest driver of everything. If I don't get a good night's sleep, I'm not myself the next day. I'm hungrier. It's harder to stick to our diets. It's harder to, be creative. It's harder to show up the way we want to show up. Not getting enough sleep makes everything harder, and getting enough quality and quantity of sleep makes everything better. So as cliche or as, lame as that tip might be, sleep is, we can't overlook that. Number 3, I would say get out of your head and into your heart. In this world, especially today, it's very easy to get caught up in what we think we should be doing, or maybe what other people think we should be doing, or chasing likes or chasing adoration, admiration, approval from outside sources. Maybe just shifting our definition of success. Instead of chasing success, chase fulfillment, right? Success, I usually define success by intrinsic factors, but I realize most people define it by extrinsic or external factors. So I've stopped trying to fight that fight, and I just start trying to get people to shift their focus from success to fulfillment. What will make you feel fulfilled? Start thinking more about that and start pursuing that a little bit more.